Staying with the theme of democracy, the Republic of Gabon, or Gabon as it is better known, will also be holding its presidential election in 2023. President Ali Bongo, the country's third president who has been in power since October 2009, following the death of his father, Omar Bongo, who led Gabon for 41 years, intends to run again. President Bongo has not been in the best state of health over the last few years, suffering a stroke during an official visit to Saudi Arabia back in 2018. All of that seems to be in the past now, as he showed up at a rally in March this year to the utter delight of his supporters when the polls open next year. One of his contenders will be Joctaine, a politician and religious leader, elected flag bearer of the political party La Gabon Nouveau, created in October 2019. My colleague, Mayowa Adegoke, spoke to him during his visit to Dubai recently.
My first question would be, why do you want to be president, and what drives you to want to take up the highest office in the land?
I'm now 49 years old. When you are 49 years old, you are young enough to continue to receive some advices. You still can be guided. But at the same time, at 49 years old, you can be responsible and take charge, of whatever you feel is important. I believe Gabon is a blessed country. It suffers not from a lack of resources, but it suffers of poor leadership. Leadership that is being applied without morality, without competence. This is what I want to provide for my country. I believe a better Gabon is possible. My commitment is to bring a new Gabon where it will be good living for everybody, Gabonese, and also for those who will want to join us and live in Gabon.
Well, that's interesting. I hear you saying out with the old, in with the new. You're talking about potential of your country and what it should be, or what you expect Gabon to be as a country. But you're a man of God, and I'm wondering how that plays out on the politics of things, how it affects your campaign.
I believe the situation of Gabon does not require only good economic skills. It requires some human values, such as the fear of God, and the love of loving the other. Okay, these are the qualities I believe I have. Of course, I have an economic agenda, for the country. I'm sure I probably have the same. But being a man of God is, to my understanding, a plus for what I want to do for my country.
So a lot of times you hear people say politics is a dirty game, and I'm wondering, as a man of God, how you're able to navigate that world of politics.
It is because I am able to be myself that I have an original offer to the Gabonese people. So I understand the environment might be evil, as you say, but it is not only true in politics, it is just true in life. And life is made out of choices. I am capable to make choices and to stand, with the choices I have made. So I am now involved in politics. It has been like that for some time now, more than 10 years. And I have been able to keep, my integrity, my character. I am in politics, but I have agreed and accept to be different and to stand with my differences. I understand I'm not to judge anybody, and I don't. I focus on what I believe and what I want for my country.
Well, it's good to hear you talk about the lack of judgment, because I'm wondering how you plan to separate religion from governance if you do become president.
That is a question that I'm often being asked. I'm running for president. I will be the president of all Gabonese, no matter their gender, their ethnicity, because in Gabon you do have 52 ethnic groups, no matter their expression of faith. Gabon is a republic, and are you familiar with the concept of laicity? Of laicity. It means there is a separation between religion and state. And all religions are equal before the law. I intend to make sure it remains the case in Gabon.
Now, the elections are still many months away, but last month you did say that you aim to build a unified society and called for changes to the electoral process. Why the request? Do you fear that the current process could hamper your chances, or perhaps that it might illegitimize the whole process of the election?
I have called on all the country and the media to address the issue of fair and credible elections. And I have done it now because I have been a direct witness of what took place in 2009 and 2016. In Africa, elections open the doors to crisis. And most of the time, during those crises, some people are put to jail and some people die. I think it is important to prevent that. And to prevent, we must make sure that the outcome of the elections is well accepted. Election must have credibility. So I have articulated 14 points that I feel need attention, to make sure that this time the process does not give room to violence, because the ballot, the vote of the people would feel it has not been respected. So that's all. My talking about this point has nothing to do with my fear of not winning the elections. I have a past, and in my past, I'm not acquainted to failure. So most of the time, when I engage myself into something, I do go all the way. So if you ask me, do you think you have any chances of winning the elections? Of course, I think I do. And if I felt I couldn't win the elections, I would have joined, somebody who can, and I would have offered him, my expertise. I would have joined with him to articulate our ambition, our vision, to make sure Gabon becomes a better Gabon, because that actually is my goal. You know, my goal is not too much for me becoming the president, but is for Gabon becoming a better country for its citizen. Gabon playing the role it has to play among the nations. Now, I believe I have the competence, I have the morality to lead Gabon into that situation, that new situation.
Where is President Ali Bongo Dimba, and who is ruling the country while he's tending to his health issues?
Okay, President Ali Bongo has been very sick for many years. It is no longer a secret to anybody in Gabon and even outside of Gabon. I'm sure he's attending to his health properly, and I do wish him prompt recovery. To the question who then is ruling Gabon, just like most Gabonese, I will say I don't know. I think it is President Ali, even though he is not in a very good health. He is in Gabon from time to time. He do travel also from time to time. Sometimes he would appear on TV for different functions, but it doesn't change the fact that he is well incapacitated. Okay, and but the decision to continue like that is his decision, and I don't have many comments to make about it. There is institutional calendar. We know there will be some elections in mid-2023. Okay, I am preparing for that time period in which we will contest, you know, and at that time we probably will have more clarity on the real situation of his health. And of course, he will have to make the decisions that he will think is necessary. Can he run again or not? You know, it is not for me to decide. You know, I focus on what I have to do.
My final question would be, how confident are you that you will indeed become the next president of Gabon?
So far, I feel my message is well received. But an election is like a sport game. You can never say that you have won until the game is over. Okay, what I know, I am well prepared, you know, to play the game.